If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in advanced level where you are solving previous year IIT JEE questions on limits. So in this lecture we will be solving from question number 6 to question number 14. Okay, then let's try to solve all these questions. Now if you come to question number 6, if you see this one, then the value of A they are asking. What should be the value of A? The answer is given at 0. So to take care of this nx, you need 1x, so I have given 1x, but it is nx, so I will give nx, need nx, so I have given 1n. And here it is something of this fashion, because 1x you have taken out this side, and 1x for this one. X square, it is into, so 1x is coming here, 1x is, so into is means x square. It is not plus minus, that both x square will be divided into 2. So it is 1x here, 1x there. So if it is 1x there, then if you can divide it, because this will be x's cancel and 10x by x is already a formula. And this one n, this one will be a minus n, and x's will get cancelled. This is 1, this is 1, this is getting cancelled, so you can think it now. So you can see your an is equal to this much. Now if you see question number 7, find the value of this one. Now if you see infinite, don't apply this one, poly by poly. That will be only for algebraic expression if it is a poly by poly. It is not algebraic. So if you see this one, 2 by pi n plus 1 and cos inverse x, I am writing sin inverse because I have only one formula for inverse, that is sin inverse or tan inverse. So you have to go to sin and tan every time. So cos inverse, this is the standard formula that I am using, and this is n. Your n tends to infinity, that is always there. Don't forget that one. Now if you take common, if you take product of these two, it will be pi by 2 n plus 1, and this, and that is minus n. So n get cancelled, ultimately you are left with this one. So if you write it in a good fashion, because your n tends to infinity, so 1 by n will goes to, if your n goes to infinity, then where 1 by n will goes to? It will goes to 0, 1 by infinity is 0. So you can say this is 0, and this limit also you can write. If n tends to infinity, you can write 1 by n tends to 0. Same thing, n goes to infinity means 1 by n goes to 0. So this will be your 1. So you can now write the answer 1 minus 2 by pi n plus 1 divided by n. So if you divide n will be 1 by n, it is 1 by n. Again if you put n tends to infinity, because your limit is not vanished, one just this is gone, but is n is remaining, and you know this one will be n plus 1 by n. You know, if I have already shown you, if it is algebra, it is always highest by highest, n by n, answer is 1. No need to divide it by n also, you know this one. If it is a poly by poly, this one I am saying, then you can directly apply this. So this is 1. So this will become 1, so it is 1 minus 2 by pi, that is your answer. If you come to question number 8, let L is equal to this. L is finite. They have given L should be a finite value. It can be 0 also now, not non-zero finite, just finite. Then what is the value of A? Now if you see this one, first job is to rationalize this one. So how to rationalize this one? I will multiply both side by what? This value I will multiply. A minus x square by 4 plus conjugate of this root, that is plus under root a square. Numerator denominator if you multiply, then it will be a square. A is this one, a square minus b square. Rationalizing. So if you open it now, let me keep it as it is. If you open it now, if you divide by x to the power 4, then it will be 1 by 16, then this is this. And if you put x equal to 0 here, because this is not creating any problem, so you can put it 0, you can take it outside. If you put 0, then it is a, this is also a, that is 2a, so 1 by 2a. This one I have kept outside, only this thing is remaining. Now your L should be finite. Now you see, if you put x equal to 0, it is going to infinity. So for L should be finite, what? This should get cancelled. If this get cancelled, then answer is 1 by 32a. So this should be 0. So if this is 0, this should get cancelled out one another. Then there will be no x in the denominator, then your answer will be finite. Because x in the denominator, if you put x 0, then it will be infinite. So these two should be 0. So if you solve it here, you can find a is equal to 2. If a is equal to 2, then it becomes 0 for you. Then you can see 1 by x square minus 1 by x square get cancelled. So your answer will be, it is 2, a is equal to, you have already solved. So 2 into 2, 1 by 16. So your answer is 1 by 16. So 2 answer is there. A should be 2. If a is equal to 2, then L, the answer will be 1 by 64. The limit answer. So option A and C. Now if you come to question number 9, this is also given this much. Okay. Again, what is the format? If you put x equal to 0, it is 0. So 1 by 0, infinity. So 1 to the power infinity format. So what is the shortcut I told you? Limit, there is already limit x tends to 0. E to the power limit x tends to 0. Power into base minus 1. So 1 get cancelled, and x will also get cancelled. That's why limit I am not mentioning there. Because there is no x, no need to put x equal to 0. Answer will be ln 1 plus b square. Ln and e will get cancelled. Ln, or you can write log also, whatever. In math we generally write log. Ln means it is log to the base e. So it is 1 plus b square. That is given as 2b sin square theta. Okay, now if you see what is the, if you take b this side, so this is this format, this. Now what is the maximum limit of this one? It can goes up to 2 only. Minimum, it can be less than 2. It should be because it is square, so it should be goes from 0 to 2. Because sin square theta is from 0 to 1. But what is this one? This one, I have already explained it in quadratic also. This is always greater than 2. You can apply it by using a plus b whole square, or you can apply am is always greater than gm. This is this is the identity. So suppose x is one number, 1 by x is another number. So what is am? This plus this divided by 2. What is gm? This into this square. 2 for 2 gm is for 2 what is the gm? Square root of product of these two. So you can see if you cancel it out, then if you take this 2, then it is always greater than equal to 2. So you remember this one, x plus 1 by x is always greater than. So this side is always greater than 2, this side is always less than equal to 2. So when this side will be equal, there is only one option, when both are equal to 2. Then only this will be equal to, otherwise it is always greater than 2, it is always less than 2. So these two sides never be equal. They can be only equal if both are equal to 2. So 2 is equal to 2 sin square theta. From here you can find your sin theta. That is your plus minus pi by 2. Option D. Now if you come to question number 10, let alpha a and beta a be the roots of this equation. Alpha is an expression of a, beta is also an expression of a. These are the roots of this one, where a is greater than minus 1, so that it doesn't become negative. The limit a tends to 0 alpha a tends to 0 for us beta a. What should be its limit? Now alpha a is the roots, means if you put instead of x equal to alpha, it should satisfy. For that, what you need to do, you need to find the what is limit x tends to 0 plus of this. Because then only if you apply, suppose instead of x you write alpha square alpha, then you apply this one. So if you apply this one, it will be applied here, everywhere. So first let me find out this. What is the, if I apply this, what will be? If I apply directly if you directly apply, it becomes 0, it becomes 0. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let us see whether we can do anything. So because to make it little bit easy, I am taking this one as t. So this is just square of this one. This is 6th root, so this is cube root. So if you square it, this one, it will be cube root. So if I take this is t, so 1 by 6 to the power t, then if you square it, it will be 1 by 3. So that's why it is t square. And if you take cube of this one, 1 by 6, then cube, then it is square root. So you can see if it is t, then it is t cube, then it is t square. So it will be easy now. So it will be t square minus 1 this one. Now you can say t minus 1, you can take common from this. T is not equal to 1, because if t is equal to 1, that means a is equal to 0. But a is not equal to 0 because a is going to 0 plus. So you can divide by t minus 1 both sides. So now it will be a 1, where if you put 0 also, it will not change. So now if you directly put this value of a equal to 0, suppose alpha is a root, so if you put alpha, it should satisfy. So instead of x, you think I am writing alpha. So what will be this value? T plus 1. If you put x tends to 0, what is t? This is t. So if you put 0, then it is 1. So it is 1 plus 1, 2. It is 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. Then this one. So it is 2x plus 3x. Now for alpha, beta, both should be satisfied. So you solve this one, because alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. If you put limit x tends to 0 plus a tends to 0 plus in this expression, then this is the quadratic that is forming, and alpha beta are the roots of that quadratic. So if you solve it 1, you will get x equal to minus 1 and minus 1. That is the answer. So again I am explaining you, because they are asking limit x tends to 0 plus, then this one. So what I am doing, I am applying limit x tends to 0 plus in the entire expression. Once I get this answer, then this roots of this one is these two, this and this, because these are the roots of this expression when limit goes to 0. So I am applying limit goes to 0 plus, I getting the expression, then I am factorizing it to get the roots. If x goes to alpha, this one is given 4, then what is the answer? So if you write it in this expression, if you take LCM, and this is poly by poly, again I told you, for poly by poly, what was the answer? This by this, highest by highest. So if you take this one is highest, this one is highest, no need to go in this way. It is 1 minus a x square divided by x. So it is 1 minus a x. So if you put x tends to infinity, the answer is infinity. So it is undefined, but they have given 4. So the highest should not be square here. Highest should be this one. Then you can say x will get cancelled, you will get answer. That means your 1 minus a should be equal to 0. I told you, I have given here, see, you can say. So that means this should be equal to 0. So that means a should be 1. That is clear. If a is equal to 1, then this goes to 0. Then you have highest this one, this one. Then if you divide this by this, your answer will be 1 minus a minus b. 1 minus a minus b by this. Highest term by highest term. So this should be equal to 4. A you have already taken 1, so b is equal to minus 4. That is your option B. If you come to question number 12, this is equals to. So again 1 minus 2x is there, you always go to sin square x. So 2x is there. So that 2x will take care of. So this one, x is there. You write because you have written x square, so x square. 1x is there, 1x is extra. So this x will take care of this tan 4x. And this one I am directly putting it because this one will not create, it is not creating any problem. If you put x equal to 0, it is 3 plus 1, 4. So I am taking that one outside. And this one directly 1, so it is 2, 4 2s are 8. And this one tan 4x, you need 4x because this 2 should be same. So this 4 I have given extra. So this is 4, that was it is 2. 13 is exactly same as question number 3, you can check it out. Now in question number 14, what they are the largest value of the non-negative integer a. Non-negative means you can think of it can be 0 also, for which this is should be 1 by a. Now this is something function to the power function. You can try it with this one. If it goes to x equal to 1, then this is 0, this is 0, this is minus a plus a, this is 0, and this is 0. So 0 by 0 format. So it is not 1 by infinity format, so that you can apply that shortcut. So first job is to rationalize this one. So I have rationalized this one, this. So you can rationalize it or you can factorize it also, either way. So if you rationalize also, that will also come. So ultimately you will get this one. So now to take care of this sign, you need to divide it by x minus 1. So that's why I am dividing numerator denominator by x minus 1. Now if x goes to 1, then x minus 1 goes to 0. You can write it in this way. If x goes to 1, then your x minus 1 goes to 0. So this is 0, this is 0. So obviously this will be 1. So this is 1. So and this is 1 plus 1 2. So it is this one. So if you solve it, you will get a equal to 0 2. But if you put a equal to 0, one thing you have to be careful. It is function divided by function. That is known as exponential function. This base is always greater than 0. While defining exponential function, I told you this base for exponential function should be always greater than 0. In terms of log also, while I am giving some basic theories in functions, I have explained that one. This base should be always greater than 0. You see this one, this base. Don't put it there directly. Here is the base, so you can put it here now. If you put a equal to 0, that is half. If you put a equal to 2, this is negative coming. So base cannot be negative in exponential power. So that's why the answer is a equal to 0. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.